Have you ever noticed that tiny hole at the bottom of airplane windows? It's small, easy to miss, but it's actually one of the smartest safety features on the entire aircraft. Most people assume it's just there for looks, but in aviation, nothing is there just for looks. Every single part of a plane has a purpose, and this little hole is no exception. When you look closely at an airplane window, you're not seeing a single sheet of glass. You're actually looking through 3 separate layers of acrylic. The outer layer faces the open sky. It's the one that takes all the pressure at cruising altitude. The middle layer contains the small opening, the bleed hole. And the inner layer? That's simply for passenger comfort, so you can lean on it or touch it safely. Now, here's where it gets interesting. At 30,000 feet, the pressure outside the plane is just about 1/4 of what it is on the ground. That means there's a huge difference pushing outward on the windows. If the pressure wasn't balanced, the window could literally crack or shatter mid-flight. The bleed hole prevents that. It allows the air pressure inside the cabin to gradually equalize between the inner and outer panes, so the outer one absorbs almost all the stress, while the inner one remains safe and stable. But that's not all it does. It also prevents fog and frost from forming between the layers. Because air can flow through the small hole, moisture doesn't get trapped inside. That's why your window view stays clear even when the outside temperature drops to -50 degrees Celsius. And here's a fun fact. Airplane windows aren't perfectly square, they're rounded. That shape helps distribute pressure evenly and prevents cracks from spreading. The tiny hole and the rounded frame work together as part of a carefully engineered safety system. Every time you fly, thousands of tiny details like this keep you safe without you even noticing. From the wings flexing in turbulence to a small opening in the window, everything is designed with purpose. So next time you're sitting by the window, take a second to look for that little dot near the bottom edge. It might seem insignificant, but it's a quiet hero of aviation, balancing pressure, fighting condensation, and making sure your flight is smooth and safe. Now you know, sometimes the smallest details carry the biggest responsibilities.